Just kind of want to just build them the same. I trust my previous self to have thought about it ahead of time, you know? Yeah, good enough. We'll save the other points. All right, maybe we just rock 2 Liches. Do you think we could use 2 Liches? Well, maybe we can just do 2 Liches. All right, you know, sure, why not? It's a horrible, annoying fight. We got 2 Liches. Hi, guys. Roar, mortal pests, I am 2 Liches. And you can't do any damage to me on turn 1. And we have 100 mana and 100 wrath. That's a lot of wrath. I think I may have used the one-time only artifact, which is, hey, you can gain like 30 wrath every single turn, because I think that's what happened here. Now, if I wait, I very well might be able to make another skeleton. Oh, I have 53. Oh, you missed. I'm 2 away from making another skeleton. How unfortunate. And I can't rain of fire either, because you're not in the back. Oh well, let us just deal magic damage to a random enemy. That's a lot of magic damage. We do have a lot of wrath now. So let's make another skeleton. And all of a sudden, hey, look at this. We got skeletons. We should also make sure that you don't have any armor anymore. Thank you. Let's also stun you, knock you back, and hey, there's another enemy in the poison cloud. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. We got buff skeletons. Ooh, oh, hey, you're back up at the front with... I can't tell. You have no armor. Lovely. It has been completely broken down from you. And if we wanted to, we could, you know, eat a skeleton. Or what we could do is, we could just do stress damage if we wanted to. Or we could just, you know, do magic damage to everyone and then just let the skeletons do all the work for us. You missed. Deals damage to a random minion if an ally missed. Okay, so they have to miss us. Understood. By the way, get out of the cloud.
My kingdom comes.
I think it works. It's working pretty well. In fact, a part of me is like, why not just go for stress? Because we can. Now, I do hate that you are hitting my Lich in the back. That ability, that mark, if I could actually frickin' mouse over it, this screen keeps moving. Highly increased chances to be attacked. Yeah, that's kind of awful. That's kind of awful. You know what we should do? Because the ward protected us there. And now they're all on fire. Yeah, I like it. I like it. By the way, it'd be awful helpful if we could toss out a heal. So why don't we toss out a heal?
It will take more than death to
4,200 damage.
legions.
That's a lot of damage. Don't you have a spell that dispels that? I guess I do. Remove buffs from enemies and debuffs from allies. But I kind of want to just let my minions do the job, and it's kind of working. Also, you have all of your armor and block back for some reason. I don't know how that happened, because originally you were in the cloud, but then you left the cloud. Oh, they have to be in the cloud to not have their blocks up. Oh, it doesn't apply a debuff, it just removes it temporarily. I see. I understand. We're gonna hit you. Dude, this skeleton is very buff. I hate that you're still attacking my liches, but I guess it doesn't really matter because Liches are immortal. You did crit, which is highly unfortunate, but we have 100 Wrath now, so I'm thinking, why don't we just make a skeleton and then kill another skeleton? Yeah, you know, there we go. Goodbye.
So it was not the right.
That's 10,000 damage.
job.
What was that one more?
This is my kind of entertainment.
Alright, Lich build OP. Oh no, 7 damage. Looks like they're starting to get their, their shit together. I want this Lich to be the one that summons, though, because that Lich summons a better skeleton. So you are going to just attack someone at random. It's magic damage, so it doesn't even hit the resistance anyways. You're going to summon a skeleton. You are going to just hit someone, I guess. How does that sound? Unfortunately, the stress attack doesn't really seem to work all that much. Yeah, you can put the cloud in the front and then keep knocking minions back and forth a little bit, but I think it's just better to just worry about summoning skeletons, killing them if you need healing, and then if you have the opportunity, Rain of Fire. We could Rain of Fire right now, but this Lich is going to take a whole bunch of damage. We could then have that Lich kill a skeleton for healing, but that's still a lot of damage. And it takes Wrath to cast it as well, which is unfortunate. $16. One hit will kill you. We only have like a 33% chance of landing an attack though, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because one hit would have killed. It's unfortunate that we missed, but that's alright. By the way, what we're gonna do is wait. This is something that we really should do. We should use the Lich last in a turn. That way we get another attack with a skeleton before we have to munch him. And also, if we take some additional damage, that's more healing that we're doing. So right now, we should kill the skeleton. I mean, I could also just, like, burn everyone, but you know what? Let's dump a skeleton.
That used to be one
7,400 damage. Heal up to basically full. They love attacking the Liches. They're not attacking the skeletons, unfortunately. If only there was a way of making them more likely to hit him. I was really hoping that would crit. What are we going to do here? Well, we could attack, or we could summon a skeleton. We get infinite healing out of these skeletons. It does seem pretty effective. Oh my lord. They're not that accurate, but really they're just here to be a bullet sponge. Although the marks on the Liches is very annoying. I had an 8% chance of evading that, by the way. So you just suck, is what I'm getting out of this. You should wait. You should attack. There we go.
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like. Yeah, pathetic.
Yeah, skeletons can do stress damage to people, but it costs wrath, and I'd rather not do that. And it does seem like the attacks are working a little bit better here. I'm gonna have you wait. Can I kill you? It would have to be with hitting twice. Here is... They're just so bad. They can't really hit the backline liches anymore. Oh my lord. One of them can, I guess. Please kill him. Thank you.
This never gets old.
Now there's only one dude left. We can kill one dude. You are going to wait. I want him to move. I was kind of hoping he would hit the frontline units, but he just keeps marking my my leeches. Not my leeches. Nice. Nice. We might kill. It's unlikely. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the one that already moved. Just to heal. I'd like to leave the fight at full health if we can. And we might be able to kill with this hit here. If not, he's gonna get another attack in. He's got 3 HP, you dick. Nah, he didn't do that much damage. And in fact... Wait. No, I should have attacked because now I gotta... Just kill the skeleton. I guess if he escapes, I don't get the parts from him, huh? I don't know why I only realize that now. By the way, you're dead. Excellent. Oh, skeletons do have a stance that, X, what did we lose? Skeletons? Skeletons do have an ability that puts up a temporary block on themselves, and it's a stance, but you'd have to keep using it every single turn. It's a little awkward. When minion dies, all allies recover 75% vigor. It seems very good in a Lich build. Start with full wrath, thanks to a ring. Wow, that's really good. Basically means that if we were to equip this, each round Iratus gains 12 wrath. Oh, that's fantastic. That's better. Because I was going to say, if we equip that ring, then the bonus we get from this building is kind of a little bit pointless. But if we gain wrath every single turn, that's a little bit better because it's spread out over the entire fight. So I'm even like, yeah, that's much better than this, which I'm going to dump.
Tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
Yeah, just turn it into experience. I got a lot of stuff we need to get rid of here. I'm liking what we got so far. Still not entirely certain if I'd rather have mist robes or enchanted clothing or something. Just give all my minions a little bit more armored resistance. Because I don't know if debuffs will mean that this is removed. Like, an enemy loses all of their armor. Does that also include this? Probably. But enemies losing accuracy is less likely to be removed because it's not a debuff. It's like a... Well, I don't know what it is. Is it like a feature or something? I don't know. Weird. In any case, hey, Lich build absolutely works. We love having boiling blood. I wish I could stack this twice. You can't. Anything that reduces damage received, we would be putting on the Liches, and then the Liches can just go into a fight and just summon skeletons and just crap on everything. I don't know who else to, like... 2 Liches is fine. 1 Lich and 1 of something else would also be kind of interesting, but dude, I can't complain about the results. In fact, we could do it again, and on enemies that have lots of protection like that gargoyle, it could really help out. Want to just do another Lich run real quick? You know, we're not doing anything else with our time. Everyone in the graveyard is busy, right? Yeah, good. And speaking of artifacts, gains 24 wrath at the beginning of battle, plus another 12. So we start each combat with nearly 100. Effect is removed when a minion takes damage. Plus 15 accuracy, plus 15% damage. That does not seem useful here. Dude, oh, you know what? There is a sword option. Lovely. All minions gain 6 attack until the battle ends. That's a little bit better, because it's going to affect the skeletons, I think. I'm just doing damage with mana. I don't really care about it too much. Although we should be using spells, certainly. A random enemy loses 30 luck until the battle ends. You know, I'm gonna scrap that. I'm not gonna use it. Rings. Iratus starts with full wrath. Gains 12 each round. I like the 12 each round. Enemies cannot escape or become inspired. Very interesting. Doesn't affect unit features. I don't know what that would mean. 24 wrath at the beginning. All means that enemies gain evasion. I mean, I guess if you can stack evasion up a whole bunch, that'd be great. All minions receive 3 initiative for the first 2 rounds of combat. Iratus gains 15% chance of stunning enemies with destruction skills. Stomp the drums. Fantastic. Anyways, Lich build. Now, one question that remains is, again, if we want to have another unit type, but I'm just going to run 2 Liches here. Yeah, a Lich-specific trinket would be pretty dope. But we have block, we have ward. That'll protect us until we can actually have our Lich turns. I'd rather the other Lich summon. So I'm going to... You know, I'm gonna... Cheaper is nice, because then you can summon 2 on the first turn. I'm gonna summon 1. It's good enough. And I'm gonna check. Immune to all buffs. Increases spell power by 10. Oh, thank you. Enemies. Increases attack by... I don't know, I thought I had a dagger that increased attack, but it's not displayed in feature. Maybe it's already affected the Liches. Maybe it won't affect the skeletons. I don't know. You think I know how this works? By the way, you have a turn. Increases damage dealt, critical damage dealt. Oh, crap, one of you. Well, we could put a cloud down. I don't think it's going to do that much, though, unfortunately. We could buff someone, it's not going to do that much. I think what we want to do is use a spell and then just kind of crap on some enemies. 2 initiative would be nice to do some more summoning. Target minion loses luck and gains attack and dread. Deals 100 damage. Man, the Liches, they're really good at buffing. This is luck by quite a bit. Deal some damage, deal some damage. Well, I think we should just try to get a KO as quickly as we can. And or give the bard something to do. Alright, and there's our wrath. Maybe I actually had enough on that last turn and I was not paying attention. It is entirely possible. Does what you receive after combat depend on who is in combat? I have no idea. Although, I would have to imagine if the enemies did not drop ectoplasm, it would be really hard to build any ghosts. So, there's probably some... something about that. Right. We finally got a skeleton turn. You missed! You dicks. You also poked me and missed. Right, we knew the heal was coming. It's gonna be a bit of a slower fight, because we have to, Oh, fuck. We have to, kill enemies a little bit more slowly here. So that guy, needs to go. So I think what I'm gonna do is, hit him. I'm going to... I really can't wait. I have to kill a skeleton now. Because he crit my Lich for 63 damage, so I think we have to do it.
You end up replacing it. Got it?
Got it. Now that didn't even come close to replenishing the HP that was lost, but we had to do it. As long as they don't crit the same unit for the same amount of damage every single turn, we're good. You're an invalid target? Well, I can hit you twice. It's unlikely to kill unless it crits, but you never know. Yes, thank you. That guy is the one who crit for 63 damage, so I'm very glad he is disposed of. And you are immune to stress. Removes all debuffs from minions and buffs from enemies. Ward protects it? Oh, Christ. These guys all have block, so I can't even do this ability on him. I can at least get the skeleton up to the front. You missed! You are the worst skeleton ever! No, you know what? You're gonna wait. And you're gonna wait. Because we're gonna kill a skeleton, and then we're gonna make a new one. And good, you did exactly what I wanted you to do, which is just take a hit. Okay. Get you up to the front. You're worse.
More will come.
By the way, here's a skeleton! At the end of our turn, so he actually gets a turn next turn. Because when you summon a skeleton, he does not get a turn on the same turn. He gets a turn on the next turn. Well, one thing we can do is, this actually seems like a very good time for Rain of Fire. It's gonna hit the skeletons, who cares? It's not gonna hit this Lich because of Ward, but it's gonna light all these other enemies on fire, except for the Gargoyle, but at least the Bard and the Swordsman.
This will be yours.
If it absorbs an action, honestly, I'm okay with that. Now, we could eat a skeleton. I don't think I'm going to. Because I think I would rather wait. I don't know. I guess we just can't hit this guy. We should probably focus on someone else then. At least we got one down. And also, you can do your dash move from the front. Interesting. She is on fire. You're alive! Oh, thank you.
I suppose I can craft a few hundred more.
Well, I can craft 100 skulls. Skells? I was trying to say, I mean, a skull? Skeleton? Skelly boys? By the way, you are buffed, which means... I know we could go after her, but we're slowly getting there. Alright, we've got to go after her. We can't output this much damage. Except maybe we can. Maybe we can. You. What are you gonna do? I don't want to kill the skeleton. I want to just kind of just let him die, because he's the only one getting hit, so... Oh, gotcha. 5,000 miles is stuck in my head right now. Well, I would walk 500... Is it 500 miles or 5,000 miles? I don't know. Please. Please! Just finish him off! My god, you dicks of a skeleton. Redirect. That's fine. After a minion attacks, Counterattack dealing 125% damage. I have to know what happens. I was wondering if it would counterattack for every attack. That didn't happen. Hey, we've done it! We killed a unit, and now she can only buff a gargoyle who can't be buffed. Holy hell, it's been done. Iratus is doing us all a favor by ridding us of the bard's horrible music. Absolutely. Okay. We should not do this now. We'll do that on the next turn. We're not going to eat a skeleton. Yeah, you can still heal him and buff him, but who cares? You summon good skeletons, so you're going to wait. You are going to eat the skeleton. Actually, you know what? You're not going to eat the skeleton. What you're going to do is rain a fire, and if you kill a skeleton, I don't care. Because we're going to ward protect our other Lich here. So there's only a gargoyle remaining. Now we do need to make sure our guys live. You know what we could do? Dude, we should totally be buffing our Liches with the skeletons. If we think the fight's going to last a long time, we should buff their armor and resistance. I mean, he's crushed, so he has no armor and resistance forever, but if he didn't get crushed, he would be able to do that. I have the ability that gives us removing debuffs, but I don't think we have the energy for that. But yeah, we should be buffing our Liches when we have the right opportunity to do that. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have that opportunity here. Really? Or is it like a 50% chance of stunning? Oh, you don't have that ability upgraded, right? I forgot, you suck. Oops, my bad.
You might want to make them a bit sturdier next time.
I need you to attack me so I can summon another skeleton. So I guess you're just gonna wait. You're gonna hit. The turns have gotten a lot easier now that there's only one enemy remaining, but we got pretty close to losing a Lich in the mix. It's probably worth doing that. Because now he's immune to the stress, but he has no armor now. And we can make another skeleton. Which we might as well do. Because I do want to, I still want to have a unit that has, you know, mostly full health by the end of this. Okay, don't light everyone on fire. That would be a bad thing. In fact, you're going to be dead in like 2 turns.
There'll be enough left to reanimate.
Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I don't know what the Lich-specific trinkets are. They would probably be pretty nice to have. I don't care about 11 health. Or do I? But anything that also just reduces damage taken would be fantastic. Wow, why? Deal 80 damage to a random enemy? Why is your strength so high? I guess because Boiling Blood is active twice now, right? It activates, it adjusts itself during combat, possibly. Maybe. 6 armor until the battle ends. Lol, you got half wiped, says disposable account. I didn't get wiped, I ran 2 Liches. They just kept summoning skeletons. You got half wiped. Right, so what do we want? 2 random enemies and an ally on the first position, or deal damage to a random enemy, ignore ward. I will fully back the idea of dealing damage to an enemy and a skeleton as just being a lovely return on investment here on the Lich.
Serve me well.
So we're going to get that
my
upgrade
lord.
immediately. That seems fantastic. And what do we take here? Another block would be nice to stall out until we can get more skeletons out, but that was pretty fun. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Oh, got 32 more souls. We have 122. What can we build for 122? I don't think we can build anything. No, we can build one thing. All right, give me a bone golem. Come here, Boney. Go. There we go. Random parts. Speaking of parts, let's roll the bones. Literally. We could make something. Reduces physical damage received by 10%. We can make stuff that will actually work on the Liches. We don't have to just wait for finding these. It's like reduces all damage received by 5%. It's not much, but it is something. It's like just making 2 of these that reduce physical damage received would be nice. Can you make higher quality versions? I don't know, but let's craft one. Let's just take a look and see what it is.
Behold my work.
Okay. There, we got it. It's not a fancy one. It's a base one that we made. That's still pretty good. I'm gonna make another? Absolutely, why not? Make another one. They're exactly the same. Yeah, I wonder if you use better components, you'll get a better version. Like, do we have anything? What's made out of blood? It's made out of hearts. Is that blood? Sorry, not blood, flesh. I could make a ear necklace. Reduces magic damage received. You want to see what happens? No, I really don't. Now that I think about it. What I do want to do, though, is reduce damage received and reduce damage received. And honestly, we should put one of those... Oh, no, you know what? You got a stack of bones, my doot friend. Doot does not need anything else. Doot is going to be just fine. But there was something else that I wanted to do here, which is... roll the bones. We want to make a better piece of armor and craft it.
Ah, the
Whoa!
smell of successful alchemy.
It worked! We've done it. We made a purple armor. That one didn't work. You can right click. Milkshake. It's like you know what what this game's all about. You have to wait for the animation to finish, though. I clicked on all of them. Only one of them went over. Come on, purple. Oh, it's okay. Let's move over to blood. Come on. Papa needs a new pair of blood.
Oh,
blue.
We'll clean up this mess later.
I'll take it. Okay, roll the bones. Come on, roll it. Can't you just click fill? Yeah, it's funner to actually do it yourself. We got green blood. Green blood is okay. What about ectoplasm? Which is this one. What happens if we put in one green? We could get not green out of it.
Behold my work.
Blue. Ooh, 50% chance of blue. 12% chance of purple. What about putting a green on? 49. Wait, what? Wow, okay, so this is just absolute trash. When you put in better stuff, the probability of getting good stuff goes down. How does that actually make sense? Hold on. F12. Good. The screenshot functionality work. That seems incredibly dumb. Gambling, never gamble. Gambling is not for the faint of heart. Gambling is a ruse. Yeah, it's awful. You get worse probabilities by putting in better stuff. What's the point?
It's no gold, but it will do.
It's no gold, but it'll do. No, it's a heart, my friend. Ooh, we got a green heart. Let's get some bones. Bones, bones, bones. Rolling for bones, bones, bones. I didn't get anything there. Blood, dust, armor. I want to keep a good stockpile of stuff. Rags. Let's make some good rags and roll. Poppy needs a new pair of rags. Yo, purple rags. If you throw enough rolls at the game, eventually it's going to give you what you need. It didn't there. Game's cheating me. Game's cheating me.
Behold
hey!
my work.
Behold my purple bones. And another blue bone too? You know, I'll take it. Roll the bones and... I need a pair of dice. So I can actually have like a rolling sound effect here. Here, how about this? Come on. Okay, blue. Come on, roll. Green, hey, it's working.
Successful alchemy.
My bottle of Tums is my good luck charm, apparently. All right, one more time, come on. Come on, pop the top. Get a good blow. Oh, you failed me, Tums. You failed me. One more.
Hey. Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
$5.7. Come on, 5.7. Oh. One more. Oh, I wasn't rolling anything for that one, unfortunately. But hey, we got some high level gear. We can select it all here. We have 1 armor, 1 blood, 1 rags, and 1 skull. Who gets this stuff? I tell you what. I told you I'd get confused by the new colors for people. Where's my units? There you are. Looked like she said she wanted new rags. You know what? You can have new freaking rags. Purple. Rags. Boom. Now you got 18 stat points. Ho! Ho ho. And I honestly think that dumping that into evasion is the way to go, because you still have the slipper of gaining health every time you evade. So stacking up the evasion and having that -10 accuracy relic on seems to be probably the best thing that we can do, because that's making you more survivable and also making sure that you can heal. Now we have armor, blood, and skull. You know what? I think our boy Mud needs a little bit of blood. He's so good. Doesn't take that much damage, deals a lot of damage, heals it back. Oh, but you know what? I think we gotta go for the ghouls, because the ghouls are so damn good. So we're gonna give blood to the ghoul, and if we give blood to the ghoul, what are we gonna upgrade on them? Block and ward does not seem that important at all. I think crit chance would actually be what we want on these ghouls. So you know what? Here you go. Bound Hades, you have brand new blood, and your crit chance is gonna flip and rise. Only by a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. Could also improve the raw damage. Let's do that twice. So now your damage is up there. Oh my lord. Nice. Now we have armor and a skull. You know what I'm thinking? You do not have either. Doot Doot's got some skulls. What would we upgrade on Doot Doot? Accuracy, because you have missed many, many, many shots. I'll admit though, I'm not that impressed with the bone golem. What's the difference here? 50% chance to stun versus doing like twice the damage to everyone. That actually makes this a very useful attack. In fact, it makes it an attack that does more damage than the other abilities, and it has a chance of stunning. It does cost you Vigor, but this one costs you 50. This one costs you 25. So it's either a higher chance of stunning or a lower chance of stunning but more damage. Interesting. I don't know. Who do I love? Who's my favorite units? I mean, now I'm thinking, but hold up on that. We'll hold up on that for a little bit. I think if we're talking about favorite units, dude, this man right here, who has a green armor. It's a slight waste, but it's gonna get upgraded. There we go to purple with 15 stat points. What does Black Falcon get? I think a little bit of health is nice, so you can survive a little bit more, or evasion. Just being able to dodge a shot every once in a while would be nice. That way you can spend more time healing yourself. I also like the idea of just getting more block, more armor, so you take less damage. The annoying thing is when you get hit with a enemy attack that removes all armor and resistance, but until that happens, you're gonna love having this, and also it just makes your attacks better, because now you have a bonus of 18 damage instead of 12, and what it was previously. Now what do we have remaining? One skull. One skull? You don't even have a skull? You don't have a skull? Who has a skull here? Apparently no one has skulls. Can I sort by skull? Who requires skulls to be made? A Skullington. A Lich. A Mummy. A Bone Golem. A Lost Soul. Skeleton. Lich. Mummy. You know, I'm very tempted. What would we upgrade on a Lich, though? I'd still like to practice with the Lich only build strat and try to figure out how to best make it work, because it actually might be better with like another unit out on the field who can tank some shots on their own, or maybe even just with one Lich. I don't know, but if we're gonna be putting a skull on someone, let's put a skull on I know who. Hold up. That one comedian. I don't know if you're here, but I think you deserve a skull. Enemies will either go insane or become inspired from Creepy Clank. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It bypasses the entire having to deal a lot of stress damage to the enemies sort of situation, and you can put this out on turn 1 immediately in combat. That seems very interesting. But Dismissive Banger. 2 armor, 2 resistance. Remove all buffs from the target. From all targets. If we need to do this, that would be fantastic. We do have an Iratus skill that does it, though. But I'll admit, I don't really want enemies always to go insane or become inspired, because if they become insane and they do like double damage because they have 2 attacks every turn, I would be very, very saddened by that. So I'm debating, because we have a spell that removes buffs, but making the enemies go insane and become inspired, is this a 50-50? Does this mean that they will roll, like an enemy will roll their dice until they become insane or go inspired? Top skill, ignore armor, doesn't miss, ignores block. Nah, I don't really care about this. Because we can punch through block pretty quickly with the multi-hit, and doesn't miss. I mean, hopefully they just won't miss anyways. You got 120% accuracy. Now, this is the skill that we want upgraded. We can either make all the enemies go insane, and then hope that that'll mess up their ranks, or we buff ourselves with a little bit more block. You know?
My enemies
Sure.
are in for
It's
a nasty
funny. And because we're doing that, my dude gets a skull. Now he has 18 points. We should put some points into even more protection, I think. So we can stay alive a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit of initiative, maybe some evasion, but some of that. Evasion, and a little bit of health. Want this guy to be tanky and live. I also think that it might be worth giving him something that reduces damage received, like physical damage received by 10%. We have bits that we can put on him. Items. Reduces critical damage received, increases critical damage dealt. He's not really a crit damage unit, though. You know, while we have the zombie out, we definitely need to put the mechanical arm or mechanical aim on the zombies. Let's make sure that happens. Right, Iratus ghoul for the gruesome snack. We don't need a second ghoul. I really wish I could have more units. Only being able to have 16 plus what's in buildings is kind of unfortunate. What if we make another steel spike here?
Behold my word.
I haven't actually been doing this, but it does seem pretty helpful. There, now you have a lot more damage reduction. Thank you very much, Mr. Skullman. Armored plates is just better because it's physical and magical damage reduction, but I still think that's pretty good to have on him. So he has a lot of damage reduction. You can make enemies go insane. He's got a good skull. I could also give units the blue stuff, but why? I'm kind of the opinion of why not save the blue stuff to get purple stuff. Maybe that's the wrong idea. I don't know. It's kind of just what I'm thinking off the top of my head. So there we go. We have given our units all of our purple stuff. We have upgraded. That is all. There's the items, shackles that would go well with the skeleton, making them always go insane. Alchemy? No. Artifact, shackles. Enemies cannot escape or become inspired. Ooh! Name unknown. That is a very good point. So we can use the skeleton to always make enemies go insane. That's pretty decent. The one caveat to that is that some insanities are actually buffs. In particular, Berserk, where they can do additional damage, or where they can have an extra action a turn. Now, the inspirations would probably be worse, of course, and the negatives that you get from Berserk and the extra action every single turn, those still have negatives, which are, in Berserk, you take more damage, it's like 50% more damage, or 100%, I forget. And when you have an extra action, the enemy also loses 40% of their health every turn. So there are still negatives associated with that, and if you can just survive a couple of turns, they'll be dead. So I kind of like that. That's a very good synergy between these shackles and the skeleton. Very interesting. And then Tetraplasma, I saw that you said that as well, but I didn't put two and two together. Name unknown said what it was, and then I was like, oh right, I remember that. Your stepmom is hot, you have a good night. I'm sorry you're having internet problems. But yeah, that's pretty good. The only thing is I will have to remember that I have this and remember to equip it when I use the skeleton. But If I do remember, it's going to be pretty good. Oh, there's like a Valkyrie on the next mission. What the hell's going on there? We're making good progress, though. In fact, we're like more than halfway through this mission. Although there's a lot of combat coming up, because I do want to hit this quest. Good lord. Good lord.